There, you see this notch? Fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. 5, yes. You know, that's when I was riding with Cole Younger. That's before both he and I joined up with the James boys. You see, we just stood up this train, and this conductor, oh, he got frothy. And he comes smoking at me with a derringer. So, I had to put a window right through his skull. Clean through it. See the trick on the other side? Just clear and plain in the setting sun. You see, that was just part of the profession I was pursuing at the time. Now, you take a bank president. You know, when he's got to foreclose on a poor old widow woman with maybe 6 children. His blood. It don't get all frosted or all biled up. No. He just goes about his business like. That's all I was doing with that conductor. Just foreclosing on him. Now, come on, you kids better go eat now because your mothers won't let me talk to you again.
Just curl up another conductor?
What do you want me to do? Make it a postmaster this time, or maybe a U.S. Marshal? Yeah, let's see now, U.S. Marshal. Oh, there I was, yamping this here bank in Wichita. Had everything under control. All the tellers lined up, all the customers. They were shaking like jelly in a hurricane. Yes, sir, they wanted me to take that golden gift. When a bullet come whizzing past my left ear from behind, I whirls around. Yep, and... Yes, and there he was. Tin star glinting in the sunlight. Peacemaker in one hand, equalizer in the other.
Nothing between his teeth, huh? Practically unarmed, I guess.
Well, you think they'd believe me if I told them he was carrying an Arkansas toothpick twixt his lips? No. Kids get suspicious you go too far, and they start to hooting. No. All he had was his hardware.
Why do you bother making up all that hogwash?
Oh, well, Charlie, I keep telling them about these 6 notches so many times that when I stop to spit, they go right on with the story by themselves. What harm is there anyway? I always end up with a moral.
What moral?
Well, they take one look at me. I mean, what I am now. Oh, that's moral enough.
All day long, I've been asking all over the train about some names I heard. Of course, if I'd have asked you, you said, sure, I knew them real well. They rode with me and Cole Younger before we joined up with Robin Hood.
Alabama. Robin Hood before my time. What was those names?
McCutcheon, Stanton, and Rossiter.
Big Bill, Little Charlie, widow woman by the name of Rossiter. If those the same folks you mean.
What are you talking about?
Well, Little Charlie Stanton and Big Bill McCutcheon. And the widow woman, Rossiter, I can't recall her Christian name. Well, Bill and Charlie, they were the first ones to go and get help. That was up there in the Donner Pass, yes, in 1846. October, I think it was, yeah.
Are you claiming you was one of the Donner Pass party?
Sure as shooting.
Sure as shooting what? The marshal or the conductor? I suppose you died up there in the cold and snow. Is that what you're going to tell me next?
I survived. Well, I got scared when that white stuff wouldn't stop coming down. So when Big Bill McCutcheon and Little Charlie Stanton went west to Fort Sutter to get food, I went back east to Jim Bridges' camp to get help. But he was honeymooning one of them squaws he had just married, and he wasn't about to budge. So I stayed there, where it was safe.
Well, you wasn't a hero that time, was you?
Charlie, I ain't never in my life been much of a hero.
The widow Rossiter, was she alone?
No, she had a kid, a little girl. Now, let's see, what was her name? Oh, yes, she was named after a bird. Robin, yes, that's it, Robin.
Mercy. Rossiter.
That's right, how'd you know?
Oh, I must have read it someplace. What happened to Robin and her mama?
Oh, they died. The widow woman first, starvation most likely. And then a family by the name of Glover took little Robin girl in. She went right on grieving for her mama. And a few days later, we found little Robin dead. Tears in her eyes. She died crying. Died of a broken heart, someone said.
She's still crying. And her heart is still broken.
supper's ready.
When did Mrs. Rossiter die? Was it before Charlie Stanton came back or after?
You're still hopping on that. Well, he got back, let's see, it was early November. She took sick about a month later. Oh, she looked half-starved, if you ask me. Vittles he had brought back had all run out. She died in about a couple of days.
That's what I thought, after Stanton got back. When did little Robin die?
Oh, that's a day I ain't likely to forget. Night, I should say. It was Christmas Eve, 1846. As if she was wanted up there for a Christmas gift. Well, we buried her close to her mother, evening the next day. There was nothing merry about that Christmas, no siree.
Where? I mean, where was her grave?
Oh, it was in the cemetery we had, right next to where the camp was. We buried her there.
One of the fellas had found a slab of pine wood, and on it he'd burned her name, how old she was, with a hot poker. And he added, "May the Lord give her comfort." That was her gravestone. Poor little thing.
She never did get that comfort. She got lost before she could find it.